Happy Friday, guys. Welcome to today's live stream. For those of you who are new, my name is TJ and I stream flight sim adventures every Wednesday and Friday at 1 PM UTC. Today we're flying the Supersonic Tupolev TU444 prototype, which was designed as a modern day Concorde replacement for business travel. I have MattDesigns on voice during this flight as he's flying a Concorde along the same route at the same time, so be sure to catch his video later on. You might have heard him going through his checklist at the start of the intro because I forgot to mute him. This stream is dedicated to my donators. I always say that all donations go towards content for the stream. So thank you guys for funding half of this airplane and sort of making today's stream possible. So with that said, guys, I think everything is good. So let's step on board this supersonic Russian plane here. Decided to go for a slightly different angle today, just because this thing looks so good. I just kind of wanted to appreciate it sort of as you would if you were actually boarding the plane. Hey Layla, Amber, Matt, hello guys, welcome to the stream, guys. So this is where we sit. This is our flight deck, guys, and I'll take my seat just here. So the first thing we need to do is we need to get rid of all of the sort of caps and stuff that are over our engines and our GPU and stuff. We need to turn on our battery, which is just down there, and we need to get our ground power on, which is right there. So this is our Avionics screen we'll need to switch on here. It's kind of cool. It says welcome on board. Let's get our external power just on there. I don't know if you actually have to do that, but I think it helps. What else do we have? We've got to get our our main panel on here, and we've also got like a little camera thing that flicks down, so we'll get that on right now, and we'll flick this. Check this out. So we put the joystick on. It comes out from the bottom of the console and sort of pops up in quite an interesting looking way. Alright, so on our screen in the middle here, guys, weather radar goes on and our ECAN display goes on here. There we go. We've got to turn our temperatures up to centre and centre here to get the aircon going in the cabin. Our cabin got a cabin pressure knob here, so we'll want that cabin pressure to rise as quickly as it can so that nobody like collapses and dies. What have we got here? We need to get the APU door open, and we need to start this APU. Which should come on any minute now. There it is. That is running. Can't hear the plane, guys. I just need to. Can I switch my sounds over to the headset I'm using at the moment? Can I do that? Is that a thing? Will that start working? Or will we have to? Will we have to start again? We might have to start again. Stupid X-plane. When you change, I plugged in my headset. And when I plugged in my headset, it doesn't start putting the X-plane sounds through the speakers, which is super annoying. So, alright then, guys, bear with me. I will be right back, and I'll get the sounds on for you guys. Alrighty, we are back. There we go. It's because I put my headset on after I started VATSIM. There, right. Anyway, so let's quickly run back through this. Ground services, there. Battery, there. Ground power, there. Top right screen, there. Lovely. That's it, I can hear it now. This is much better. External power. 2 buttons here. 1, 2. Joystick. Weather radar. Ecam. There we are. Lovely. Temperatures. 1 and 2. Okay, we realised that before we got in the air then. Happy days. Cabin pressure, all the ways up. Hey Andre, welcome. Just starting up the Concorde APU door. APU start. And we're back where we were, guys. We are back exactly where we were. Sorry about that. It's me being stupid and not plugging in the right headset before I actually started VATSIM. So there we go. Cool. So we're all here. Hey Andre, Layla, we're back. Hello, hello. Sorry about that, guys. My computer always tries to screw me in some way. So we've just started up our APU in the fake Soviet Concorde. There we go. Let's get this ground power off. We need to pop over here, get our navigation indicator to GPS. Panel lights are just fine. Turn our engine controller on right there. Turn our bleeds over to APU. Fuel pumps can go on. Fuel flows can go on. And we'll turn the fuel feeds over to both tanks. There we go, that's done. Cool, inverters can go on so we get electricity. Let's close the doors, guys. Attach the ladder, close the doors. There we are. Just double check we haven't got any ATC online. We don't. So that's all good. So the radio's tuned to... Radio should be tuned to the universal frequency. It is, that's cool. We'll identify as this code here. And we'll turn that on so the other planes can see us. Turn our TCAS on right there. Get our airports displayed on here. Let's set our air pressure, which in Moscow today is 1004. There we go, 3 and 4. Cool. So we need to set, in our navigation radio, we need to set the frequency of the airport we're going to, which is 108.5, so that's already there. We'll turn the nav1 audio on so we can hear it when we get near the destination airport. So, top panel, let's get our hydraulic main pumps on. And that means we can lower the visor. Here we are. There we are, guys. Lovely. Lovely. Is everything looking good with the stream? It is. Sweet. Visor is lowered. So we need to turn on our GPS. We'll go down to our GPS here, guys, and we'll load in our route. which is that one there. Cool. So our route is now loaded into our GPS. Let us just get our autopilot panel tuned here. So our first altitude, guys, is going to be 37,000 feet. So just go and make yourself a cup of tea while we're waiting for this to get to 37,000. Matt, how is your startup going in your plane? Nice. Nice, so Matt's ready to start his engines. We need to catch up, guys. Need to set our initial speed over to 250 knots. Lovely. Okay, overheads here. Engine igniters 1 and 2 can go on. Turn the sync over to turbine. There we are. Okay, we don't need to push back here. So we're going to start engine number 1, guys. I've only got 2. There's only 2 on this one. But yeah, it doesn't really matter left side, right side. It's all good. So I've started number 1. Let's start engine number 2 here. So we watch for little displays on the right hand side. Raise there. There we go. Let's just make sure we get a good start. That sounds like a good start. Perfect, guys. Okay. Let's get our engine gens on left and right. Battery we can flick off. Igniters can now go off. APU. It's very loud, so that can now go off. Bleed air will take air from the engines now, guys. Artificial stability needs to go on, and we'll need to sync that to the autopilot. There we are. We need to get our anti-ice on just in case it's a little bit chilly at 56,000 feet. There we go, anti-ice is on. Lights, what do we want? Nav lights, beacons, and strobe lights. Let's turn, just so you guys can see this, I'll look down a bit. Let's get our flight director on. Go to our pedestal, set our auto brake to rejected takeoff, and we'll pop back down here. There we go. So we need to select localizer, which is really weird, as basically localizer button on this will make the aircraft follow the nav, and we'll go for indicated airspeed, and we're in flight change mode. So wait, stop doing that, please. What is wrong with you? There we go. Go that mode on. Lovely. Okay, we need to turn on our nose wheel steering so we can actually turn, and our cabin altitude should be set to 7,500 feet. Lovely. So, ahoy, Yas Network, welcome, sir. How are you doing? So, Mr. Matt, where are you parked? There he is. So it's showing as British Airways. Yeah, you're an Airbus of some kind. Looks like that's 319, 320, something like that. it's so weird. But anyway, so that's Concorde that doesn't look like a Concorde right there. Right, I'm ready to go, so I'm going to taxi out to the runway now. There we are. Okay, cool. Here we go, guys. Let's get ourselves over to the runway. So today's flight, guys, it's nice and rainy, isn't it? Today's flight, we're going from Moscow to Inverness. Should take us just over 2 hours to get there. We've got a mix of sort of supersonic flight and normal flight, so we can go supersonic over the sea. Is Matt a little bit quiet? Cool. Okay, that's fine. Not a problem, dude. I will sort it out. Yeah, no worries. I will. But he's just working through his checklist and stuff. I'll pop into Streamlabs in a second. Weather is terrible. Okay, right, so we've got quite a long taxi because we're going to go from runway 30 by the looks of it. So I'll head over the apron here. And there we go. Once we've parked up at the hold, I'll turn these engine sounds down. I'll try and turn the Discord sounds up. It's the first time I've kind of done this, flying with somebody on the same route, so I'll see what I can do. Okay. Cool. So Matt's going to take runway 12. Do you know what? I could take 12 as well. Let's take runway 12. It's all good. Let me get myself. I'll get myself lined up here because I'm on a taxiway near it. So I'll line up on 12. Should have more than enough room to take off here, and we can get going. What I'll do, I'm just going to very quickly park up here, have a hold for 2 seconds, guys, and see if we can. There we go. See if we can make these sounds a little bit quieter. There we go. We'll pop that down to half. We'll pop that one down to half. That's nice, isn't it? Okay, let me just pop into our Streamlabs, guys, and let's see if we can. Can we add some sound for Mr. Matt? Who knows? Matt, can you say hello? See if the nice people can hear you. Can you guys hear somebody else talk? Yeah, I think there's a few people in chat. Can you guys in the chat, can you hear Matt? Could you hear Mr. Matt talking? It's all good. It's all good. No? Okay, fair enough. Fine. What do I need to do? What do I need to do here? Alright, cool. I need to set. Can I set like an audio input to get from? I mean, yeah, it's on desktop, man. Just so weird. Oh, hang on, guys, hang on. Good. Give me 2 minutes. I think I've got this. I think I have this. Yeah, exactly. I think all I need to do is the desktop audio is still set to the monitor. There we go. Oh, stupid Streamlabs didn't pick up the desktop audio either. How about now? Matt, say hello, see if people can hear you.
Hello everyone, again, once more.
There we go, guys. That should be better. Can anybody hear? Everybody hear both people now?
Hopefully they can.
Hope so.
Echoing. Oh, charming.
That's fine, don't worry about it. So
that might be on my end, so try this.
It's the first time we're trying something new. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, there we are. It's because, so what it was is because I opened Streamlabs before I plugged the headset in.
Right.
Streamlabs was still taking audio from the monitor, and the monitor was muted. Stupid. Right. Anyway, shall we go flying, guys? That's literally what we are here for now.
That's on the way to go, so I'm gonna wait for you to go off and I'll follow up.
Cool. comrades. Hello there, how are you doing? Alright. Do I sound okay now, guys? Do I sound okay? Tell me I sound okay.
On runway 12, flaps, flaps.
There we go. So we've lined her up. That's all good. That is all good. Don't think I've got. There we go. So that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Desktop audio is good. Right is good. There should only be one of me now, guys. Is there only one of me now? Alright, I'm pretty sure there's only one of me now. So, glorious aircraft will show the return of great supersonic flight. Absolutely. Okay, is there only one of me now? I think there should only be one of me now. Alright, let's take off, guys.
Yep, Xander says better.
Yeah, it's because I'd added that extra input thing. Alright, much better. Thank you, guys. We got there. Thank you for thank you for waiting for me. There we go. Alright, so here we go, guys. Off the runway. Ready. So we'll take off at about 150 knots, which is now. Perfect. There we are. Gear goes up. Visor goes up, guys. We are in the air. Happy days. So we need to get up to about 250 knots here, guys. So I'll give it a little bit more throttle. There we go. So we're climbing out of Moscow in Russia. There we go. So many clouds out here today, guys. So many clouds. Alright.
Fine way to go.
Alright, Matt's ready to go just behind us. So that's all good.
Actually, how fast are you right now?
230 at the moment, man.
130. I'll play with
230.
A bit more space to play with.
Cool, so once I get up to 250, guys, we can get our autopilot thing go on there. There we go. And I'm going to set our auto brake over to max. Just make sure that everything is good here with our climb, guys. There we go. So we can switch
altimeter setting.
Yep. Get our altimeter over to standard. We've hit 10,000 feet, guys. We can go up to 300 knots here. There we go. Climbing out like a rocket. We're at 12,000 feet, guys. Already.
Fine way to go now.
Cool. Matt's ready to go just behind us. Is the sound all good now, guys? Have we got the sounds all sorted? That's what I get for trying to be organised and starting everything up before I plug my headset in. There we go. Yeah, of course we can see outside the Great Plain. Yep, I was just getting everything ready, and here we go, guys. So there we are. This is the Tupolev Tu444, just climbing like a rocket out of Moscow today. So, like I said at the start of the stream, for anyone who was here, this was Tupolev's answer to Concorde. It was going to be like a modern day Concorde. They never built it, but they did create sort of this concept, and they created designs for it and performance figures. So this simulation is based on those designs and those performance figures. The flight deck is, I guess, kind of fictional, because Tupolev never designed the flight deck, but I think it looks really cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool, but it's a Russian aircraft, you know. And there is no there's no sort of in-depth Concorde for X-Plane. I think Matt is flying the best available Concorde for X-Plane at the moment. Yeah, exactly. It is very sad that it never saw its full potential in commercial aviation, man. So there we go. That's the outside. Just pop back here and see how my climb is doing, guys. There we are. We're about to hit We are about to hit 37,000 feet here, guys. There we go. And that is our that's the alarm that goes off when you cross the sound barrier as well. So we just let the autopilot sort of stabilize itself here, guys.
Do you have auto throttle in your aircraft?
Yeah, it's got an auto throttle, yes, which is the sort of glorious thing about it now.
Mine barely works.
But yeah, this one does indeed have an auto throttle. So there we go. All is well. I think we are, where are we? Slightly to the right of our path there, but that should be fine. We'll pick it up. So there we go.
40, 30, 20.
We have a subscription there, I think. Who is that subscription from? Ah, hello sir. Yes, thank you very much for the subscription there. Very much appreciated. So we'll let this thing just level off here. Just make sure we're all stable before we start accelerating here again, guys. Okay. So you can see how much it wanted to climb. It kind of passed the sound barrier as it was climbing like a rocket, but we're back below it now. Okay, so let's get this over to Mach mode, guys, and we're going to go up to Mach 2. So here we go. There we go. Through the sound barrier. Does anyone prefer the Tupolev over the Concorde? That's a controversial question, man. That is a controversial question, but there we go.
I don't think that's the correct thing to say. It should be the other way around.
The Concorde is an iconic plane for sure. It really is. Okay, so we're stable at 37,000 feet here, guys. Stable at 37,000. We're about 10 minutes here from our first waypoint. So when we start getting names instead of coordinates up here, it will be a little bit clearer. But that's how far we are in miles from our next waypoint, and this is how far we are in minutes from our next waypoint, guys. So there we go. How fast are we going?
Mach 0.95 now.
Cool, nice. I'm at yeah, because you're staying at Mach 0.95 until we hit Lithuania, aren't you? Whereas what I'm doing is I'm accelerating over Russia. Now I'm going to slow down for Latvia, and then we're going to head back up to Mach 2 again over the Baltic Sea. So I'm currently at Mach 1.57, and I think we can take in some views over the wings here now, guys. We've got a lot of photo scenery on this trip. We've got photo scenery for Latvia at least, and of course we've got photo scenery for the UK, and we've also got photo scenery for the parts of Sweden and Denmark that we're flying over as well. So we're stable at 37,000 feet. We're just climbing up to Mach 2 here, just accelerating up to Mach 2. And there we go, guys. We are off. So once we've stabilised at 56,000 feet, we'll do a nice tour of the cabin of this plane. But just to start with, there's a fair amount to concentrate on. Just as we get up to our first climb here. We go Mach 1.93, guys, which is shown just here. There we go, cabin pressure is looking perfect, that's fine. And there we are, guys, we're pretty much at Mach 2. So we'll stay at Mach 2 until we intercept our next waypoint. Just going to pop that out a little bit. So you can see here, but we're on course to intercept the red line, which is our path that we want to follow today. So there, we climbed out cleanly, we've passed the sound barrier, and we are now at Supersonic Cruise, as it says on this nice indicator here. So we've got a fair amount of time actually before our next step.
Are you planning to Mach 2 on the dot at all?
2 point something. So we need to...
Max is 2.32.
Yeah, I think it's about 2. I'm not sure what the max is, but I always just keep it at 2, just to be safe. So we want to go up now to 56,000 feet here, guys. So just so you guys can see, changing it on the Autopilot panel here. 53, 54, 55. There we go. 56,000 feet. Okay, we'll go for a flight level change here, guys. Up to 56,000 now. There we are. It's just trying to get itself back on that red line as well. I think. So yeah, when you're going really fast, it does sometimes sort of struggle to stay on the right track. But by and large it behaves itself. Like once you go up to a certain altitude, it sometimes struggles to level off, which is why we had that sort of nose up and nose down when we went supersonic, but we are pretty much there. So once we are at 56,000 feet, guys, which is not far off at all, which is now. There we go, so we've gone into speed and altitude mode, which is cool. And we're now in our cruise phase. Lovely.
There is one plus to Russia. In certain parts you can go past with the sound over land.
Yeah, but is for one...
not within 100 miles of a large city.
Yeah, but is one good thing about flying in Russia. We can go supersonic over land here.
So that means once I hit sort of national park, I get to open throttle to my Concorde to Latvia, then to slow down.
Exactly. It's pretty good being able to fly supersonic over land in Russia. There we go. So we're nicely on our correct path here now, guys, which is good. So there we go. Supersonic flight is hard work. It's hard work, but we're all good.
Denmark.
We've climbed out quite nicely, and we're nice and stable at 56,000 feet on the correct track here. I've put more than enough fuel in the aircraft, so that's one less thing to worry about. So there we go. There we go, guys. and relax. And relax. There we are. So how far from home are we? About 1,300 miles from home at the moment. Cool. And we're just about to pass our first waypoint. And here we are. So we're heading towards this second waypoint now, guys. We are 162 miles from that waypoint. That waypoint is the start of Latvia. So once we hit this waypoint, we'll need to slow down and we'll go subsonic over Latvia. So we're about 8 minutes away from hitting Latvia at the moment, and that's just the name of our waypoint there. So, as we're cruising quite nicely, guys, shall we take in a cabin tour here of this plane? There we are. So, as we step out of flight deck, we've got the entryway here that we walk through. Emergency equipment, do not use when on fire. Amazing. Got my hat. Always leave my hat here.
I just National Park because I get to open the bottles.
Oh, nice already. Very nice.
Yeah,
so
get 9.9.
Matt in his Concorde has just gone Supersonic, which is cool. I think he might beat us to Scotland. So we've got our microwave and some nice Russian vodka down there. And this is our cabin. I don't know how much the tickets cost on this thing, but they can't be cheap because that's for lavatory. Some Soviet guy here. Hello, comrade. The tickets on this thing cannot be cheap, as there's only like 7 seats on the plane. But there we go. That is the cabin of our Tupolev TU444, guys. Let's head back to our flight deck. There we are. Lovely.
That's my cabin. Mine's pretty much empty. It's just basically some bins.
It does look very nice inside, this one, doesn't it? Yeah, but I think there is a better Concorde coming for X-Plane. And I think the Concorde that Matt is flying is slightly more sparse. But there we go. So the point of flying this with Matt following along, he wanted to join in on the supersonic flight. He has a Concorde, so the point of this is to we're taking slightly different routes. So I want to see who gets there first. We're racing to Scotland from Russia here, guys. There we go. As we've got some nice photo scenery below us. And there we are. So we're only 5-6 minutes away. 5-6 minutes away from Latvia, guys. Checked everything. Everything is good. Let's take in some views of some clouds for a little bit, guys. Thank you for bearing with me while I sorted out all the sort of the sound and stuff. I've never done this like the shared stream thing before, so there we go. All sorted for next time. It's all good. There we are.
You have just booked Mach 2.
Just hit Mach 2. Sweet, man. I think yeah. I don't know, because I have to slow down in a little bit, so it will be interesting. Oh yeah, we're both slowing down to Latvia.
Not as long.
Yeah, because you're taking a slightly different route over Latvia, aren't you?
So I'm going on board of Latvia and Estonia, so I'm going to have the shortest route possible between where I took off and the water. That was my plan.
Yeah.
And from there, I have about another 50 miles to get back where I should be, but that's 50 miles at Mach 2, so it won't matter too much.
Exactly, so I'm going straight across Latvia. Matt is going up over Latvia, sort of to the coast and back down again. So he gets more time supersonic over the water. But
my Denmark seems even worse, so I'm going a bit more south as I get it. It's going to be right along sort of the German coast, between Denmark, Copenhagen, Germany. Then have to go sort of dive up more north, go sort of between a small little sort of mouth of a river, slow down really quickly in there, about 80 miles over Denmark and speed up again, which will be much more work to do.
It's a very complicated route over Denmark he's taking. Ours is fairly straightforward. We're literally heading in a straight line over Scandinavia, and then we've just got a right turn to make as we head up towards Scotland here. So yeah, I think we've got it slightly easier today in this plane. But we're eating up the miles here, guys. We're doing a mile every few seconds or so. It's some nice progress. So, there we go. About 40 minutes since the stream started. Took us a little bit longer to sort out the sound, but it's all good. So there we go, guys. I do hope you're enjoying the stream here today. Drop us a like if you like the stream, that would be amazing. And obviously, if you haven't subscribed yet and you'd like to see more flights, drop us a subscription, guys. That would be amazing. It's a very small channel at the moment. Still finding my way, but yeah, we are growing, guys. We are growing. Got some nice clear skies ahead of us, happy days. So as you guys saw, this plane, this Tupolev, it's fairly well modelled, like there's a lot of systems and that kind of thing. So it's quite a complex plane to start up. I don't think it's nearly as complex as the Concorde is to start. But you know, there's a nice modelled, got a nice modelled flight computer. And those displays, sort of that big flat panel display is really nice. So yeah, I like that. I'm a big fan of this plane.
I get the fun of having to sit in around my fuel the entire flight, because centre of gravity is very important in Concorde.
Yeah, so the Concorde has to manage, the pilot or the engineer has to manage the centre of gravity, so where the weight's distributed in the plane, because the aircraft doesn't do it itself. But yeah, for this plane, it's all computerized, so it's all good. So guys, we are 7 miles away from our waypoint, so we need to slow down here to, what are we going for, Mach 0.9. There we go. So we'll go Mach 0.9 over Latvia. So we're going to be subsonic for a little bit, guys, as we slow down. We head over sort of the mainland of Latvia. We'll stay at 56,000 feet. We've got about 200 miles to go at this slower speed, but it will give us a chance to relax a little bit and take in some of the scenery. So the only thing that's slightly worrying about slowing down is that you can see the cabin pressure starts to drop and the cabin altitude starts to rise, because there's not as much, the air isn't as thick at 56,000 feet. There's not as much air being forced into the engines, so the cabin altitude does sort of go up a little bit, but it's fine. We can like drop the oxygen masks for this bit. Hear Matt in the background going through his checklists. Here's our alarm as we go back through the sound barrier. It's literally the worst supersonic transition graphics in the world on this plane, but whatever. There we go. We are subsonic again now, guys, over Latvia. Just, yeah. Cabin altitude is raising, is still rising, but hopefully, there we go. It's just starting to repressurize quite nicely as our throttles come up. So it's all good, guys. Nobody passes out.
Right, I'm going to check the deceleration points. That's fun.
Are you all good? Yeah, so you're supersonic at the moment, aren't you, Matt?
2.05, yes.
Very nice. So yeah, I've just hit subsonic. Cabin pressure is just returning to normal as we've got more air flowing in. So I'm going to be subsonic for the next couple of 100 miles over Latvia. So while we're there, guys, while we're cruising over Latvia, let's take in some scenery.
According to my tool, apparently you should be landing 2 minutes before I land into the ETAs.
Oh really? I should be landing 2 minutes before you. Nice, nice.
I've got time to close 2 minutes back. It's easy in Concorde.
So we'll see. There we go. The wing view kind of sucks a bit, but we'll take this view. So we've got our nice photo scenery. Lovely. There we go, guys. Let's enjoy the views. So there we go. To whoever is watching, if you've got any questions, just say hello. I will. I'll get to them. But yeah, hopefully people will enjoy this supersonic stream today.
It's currently minus 56 outside the aircraft.
Is it minus 56 outside? Crazy, man. Crazy.
Inside it's 22 degrees. So
yeah, it's nice we got the anti-ice turned on before we left. It's kind of important. Don't want to be carrying ice on the wings.
Yeah, Concorde can't use them above Mach 1.
Oh really? Cool.
You would just burn out the heaters in the Concorde. So that's the downside. But nose is currently at 125 degrees anyway, so it's all good. The skin's boiling hot.
Yeah, of course. For Scandinavia aircraft at supersonic speed will be really quite warm. Cool. Go. How's the stream looking, guys? Is the stream looking okay? Does it sound okay in the pictures and everything? Stream is okay, awesome. I should make a Fortnite stream.
No.
No?
PUBG above Fortnite.
I'm really enjoying Fortnite at the moment. So I've got it on the Switch. I've got Fortnite on the Switch. And I'm really having a good time with it. So maybe, yeah, maybe I should do a Fortnite streaming. I've heard that PUBG is quite good, but yeah, I like Fortnite. My strategy is to dress up as a bush, hide in the corner, and then let everybody else kill each other. I sort of consistently finish second in a Fortnite match, but I'm still yet to finish first. The problem is when there's only 2 people left, I tend to give my position away like super early, and the other guys are always a much better shot than I am, so they always just shoot me in the face. Which sucks. Anyway, Layla, I thought you didn't play Fortnite. So maybe if I do a Fortnite stream, then like people can learn how to play it. New way to play Fortnite is use a bush. Yeah, but you know, it works, right? It works. Like, Fortnite's full of 12-year-olds anyway, so they just kind of run around shooting each other, and that's fine. They can run around shooting each other while I just sit there in my bush and just kind of wait to finish second. It's cool. You'll beat me in Mario Kart 8 and you're starting to like it. Have you got a Switch, Layla? Message me your Switch code. If you got a Switch. Can't remember if you got one or not. But send me your Switch code if you have one. We'll hang out. I don't know how to stream Switch. Like, you need one of those video capture-y, stream decky things, don't you? And I can barely use Streamlabs as it is, so maybe.
Right, happy to sit down.
There we go. Matt is just slowing down. Cool.
Now my checklist. I've got 20 miles to get my checklist done. So fuel is.
Talk us through your checklist, Matt, while we're here.
Reheats can be switched on. Trim is neutral. Altitude set. Right. Turn out Mac point 95. But I can already see the coast, which is a plus.
Yeah. Oh, Layla, you don't have a Switch. Get a Switch. Yeah. Get one in that shop you work in, right? Okay, so how far are we? We are 16 minutes away from the point.
Quite interesting. You've just gone about what, 30 odd miles? In space, I went about 100 miles.
Yeah, I don't know how many miles it. No, it was, wasn't it? It was like 100 miles between Moscow and our first waypoint.
Okay, we're now neck and neck. Our time is now exactly the same.
That will be interesting to see who arrives in Scotland first.
I think it matters who lands first. That's the question, because we both know my place it's quite hard to land in the airport, but the runway's not really that big.
The runway is tiny. I'm going to have quite a long landing, I think, but it's quite easy to land. It's got a nice wing level mode, so as soon as you turn approach off,
I just have to get mine down, hope for the best.
Yeah, we'll have a competition to see who has the smoothest landing as well.
It'll be you, because I have to slam this thing down. In my test, I've been seeing about 250 to 300 feet a minute every landing, trying to get through the stop in time. Any more floating and I'm gone.
The problem with me with this one is that it floats a lot, so you just kind of have to put the reversers on at about 20 feet. And when you do that, it just drops like a stone, and you get, I think I got 300 and something feet per minute when I landed it. Yeah, you guys should all buy Switches, and then we can play Mario Kart. There we go. That's the coast just out of our window there, guys. On the right hand side. So as soon as we have cleared the coast, we can head straight back up to Supersonic Mach 2. Happy days. So which waypoints have we done? I'll take them off my list. Like that one. We've done that one. Cool.
I'm now within 100 miles of the city, so I can't speed up even in Russian regulations. And my fuel is just dumping. Concorde's not very efficient at low speed.
No, you know what? This one, like I said, I think this one runs on afterburner all the time. Because it's big, loud and Russian. It's all afterburner all the time. So yeah, it just kind of uses fuel at a fairly constant rate.
European elegance in the Western world. They only activate the after reheats, not even after reheats, different system, but only activates when you go full power.
It does indeed. Luigi, hello sir, welcome to our stream. We are flying a Soviet Concorde thing, the Tupolev Tu444. We're flying that from Moscow to Scotland currently. We're sitting at Mach 0.9, just over Latvia, because we can't go supersonic over the land. But as soon as we've cleared that coast, we'll be straight back up, man. There we go, just taking some nice outside views again, guys. And there it is. There's the coast, so as soon as we hit that, we can get going again. So guys, I hope I've taught you how to fly the Tupolev right. I think all the procedures and stuff went well, and you know, we got up in the air, and we're still in the air, so that's something. So if you ever find yourself in a Russian aeroplane,
it's a plus. Because I'm flying so high up, my ground speed is going 800 miles an hour.
What's ours? 500 knots. What's that?
That's
miles per hour.
Much slower than me.
Yeah,
that's based. I'm going in knots, but the whole thing is, 'cause I'm so high up ground, I'm moving at the same sort of speed related to ground. It's brilliant. So shooting around. It's confusing math stuff. I don't know maths. Anyway, basically my plane's fast. In short.
Mine will be fast. Mine will be fast in a minute. It's all good.
Well, I managed to catch up about all of Russia, and I'm near the water.
Yeah. I'm near the water. You're watching the stream, right? You see, I'm near the water.
I am watching both on the stream and on my tracking system, so I've got both my aircraft sitting there, and I can even tell you exactly what village you're over.
What are you tracking this on? What do you use?
Batmap.
You're using Batmap. Cool. Cool, man. I haven't got enough screens and stuff for that.
It's just some website. It's a lot of that VATSIM website. You can go for using VATSIM. It's easiest to run lights on the system.
Yeah, because all the tracking for this is on VATAware. It's the one that I advertise. But yeah, Batmap's cool.
And I'm over the coast.
Damn it.
10 miles to go, so back to my checklist. Reheats are on, fuel released, we'll stick how it is, trim is set, RAM is closed, see what signs on. Engines are cool enough, and I am ready to push the power in, so...
Nice, I will be soon, man. I will be soon.
I've got to map point 2.
Nice.
405, just the best efficiency. Now I've got a 1 minute timer going, so...
Okay, so we're 10 minutes off the waypoint. We are still, if we look directly below the aircraft, you're flying with FlightSim 2004, Luigi. Yeah, I started off with that. It's actually pretty good, man. It's actually pretty good. Yeah, that was my my first one. Was it Century of Flight? That one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's really good. Then Flight Simulator X came out, which is like really heavy to run at the time, like really difficult to run. A lot of people are still flying on Flight Simulator X, I think.
Right, reheats off again. Engines complete. See what signs come back off. And now I'm in Super Cruise.
I think you might get ahead of us here because we've got another 10 minutes or so before we clear that coast, man. But it's alright, we have photo scenery to look at. Some nice scenery to admire. It's all good.
Still climbing as well, passing 55,000 feet. And the Concorde's quite weird, so you don't really cruise, you do a cruise climb, so you're always climbing throughout the entire cruise to the point the aircraft's happiest to stay at speed at. So
Right.
what it is, you set the aircraft down to about 110 feet a minute climbing, and whether it stops climbing is where you want to sit for the rest of the flight.
It's really weird.
It's really interesting, that.
Yeah, this one's a little bit more normal. It just sort of climbs and then cruises. But yeah, the Concorde was always slightly climbing as it was cruising. It's a cool plane. It's a very cool plane. All right. So if anybody hasn't seen this cabin, here's a very quick wander through it again as we're cruising here. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know if there's any like Russians watching, but tell me who this guy is if you know. You can put little window shades up and down somehow, I think. See if we can do it. There we go.
Of Tupolev Tu, possibly.
Ah, it could be the like Tupolev guy, right?
Maybe. Don't know what it looks like though.
Yeah. There we are. I love the window shades. Sort of half pull them down. There we are. Very cool. It's a nice little feature to have. I like how they. So this interior is based off the actual concept aircraft. It's based off the actual plans for this aircraft. So the real thing would have looked pretty much exactly like this inside, which is a very nice touch indeed. So yeah, we'll see who makes it to Scotland first, makes it to the airport first.
It's going to be the marvellous Concorde, obviously.
It's going to be the marvellous Western Concorde. Of course it is, man. Of course it is.
Well, so my final climb to 650.
Oh nice, you're cruising at 65,000. Cool.
Yep. My service ceiling.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think this thing really goes that high, because if we look at the flight level gauge here, the red line starts at 60,000 feet, so I don't think I can really go above that. I don't want to find out. Nice. So this says, no, we are over water, but we've got to cross this, that island as well first. So we can't throttle up again quite yet, guys. Quite yet.
Meanwhile, I'm currently booking across the Baltics.
I'm not far. I'm almost at the Baltic Sea. Almost at the Baltic Sea, man. How do you calculate the start-off descent based on altitude and distance? So there is, if you search for top of descent calculator, you'll find yourself some equations. But essentially, you take your current flight level, multiply it or divide it by the number of miles you are from the airport, and that will give you give you where you need to descend. But if you look up top of descent calculator, you'll find the equation that tells you exactly what you need to do. For this plane, generally what we're doing is we are descending at a point where we know we've got more than enough time to descend, and then it's sort of a step descent in this from 56,000 to 30,000 to 11,000 to 5,000, and finally 3,000 feet above the runway for our approach. quite like this view here off the wings. It's quite nice. It's like you're hanging off the bottom of the plane. You're welcome, Luigi. Yeah, look it up and it should tell you. Might have a game of Fortnite after this, I think. Feeling some Fortnite for sure. Do you play Fortnite, Matt? Or are you PUBG?
No, PUBG.
PUBG, fair enough. Yeah, but you have to pay for PUBG. Fortnite's free though.
Yeah, but Fortnite isn't. Well, PUBG isn't for little 5-year-olds speeding when they get shot.
That is true. I find on Switch, like, there's no real voice chat on Switch, so it's alright.
Yeah, true.
So you can shoot the 5-year-olds and no one can hear them scream. Take that out of context and put it in Flight Sim Week.
Indeed. Right now on my straight line cruise. Now, yesterday this portion of my flight took me 20 minutes. That's from Lithuania to my slowdown point for Denmark.
Jeez. We are just 17 miles away from the waypoint here, and we just need to clear this.
I'm also in front now, like considerable amounts.
Yep, some fairly ugly scenery, but there we go. We need to clear this island here.
Oh, the most squared out island.
Yeah, I don't know what's
serious OTD.
Don't know what's going on with the tiles down there. But this is the island we need to clear before we can head back up. But like you say, you've got a longer subsonic tour over Denmark, haven't you?
I do indeed.
Yeah, we'll see, man.
Because at that point, I need to. I've got a longer portion to slow down in, which is the issue. Concorde isn't great at slowing down, and I won't be able to go full Mach 2.2 over the North Sea.
Yeah.
Because I've also got to slow down and get into the right position to approach the airport. So I can't. I want to try and go over sort of the mouth. Well, I don't know what it's called. What's it called? I just want to go past Lossy Mountains places.
Right, yeah.
So I want to go a bit north and come loop around in during the bay.
Cool. Are you going for runway 23?
That's my plan.
Yeah. So.
No, not 23, the other one.
Alright. Apparently with the winds it's 23 at the moment.
Yeah, the winds are not my friend today. I'm looking into sort of visual 2-1-2 something.
Right. I'll go for 2-3 and hopefully we're not landing at the same time.
Hopefully not.
Okay, so 2 miles, 0 minutes from our next waypoint, guys. We just literally need to clear this island. We'll let it turn onto its next waypoint while we're subsonic, because it will have a much easier time turning while we're subsonic. Yeah, I mean, photo scenery looks better than default, but not that much.
I currently set to cruise at Mach 2.08.
Nice.
Which is the highest you could do in a commercial production Concorde. Of course, it's a prototype, so I can go much faster than that if I wanted to.
Yeah, so you're flying the prototype Concorde that is Mach 2.2 or something. Which is cool.
Something like that.
Alrighty, so...
I mean, there was 2 node designs, but the older prototype ones had some different node design, and that one does go much faster than the production nodes. You just couldn't see out of it.
It's like this one. You oh, I haven't shown this off, have I? This little thing here. How do we? There we go. That's a little forward-facing camera. But obviously, because we're like in the sky, you can't see anything from it. But that's that forward-facing camera that we switched on at the start of the flight, which is very cool.
That's how you're gonna land it from if you knows that.
Yeah, I think that's the plan, isn't it? So there we go. We'll stick with this view as we are as we're just heading away from land. This is the longest. Subsonic bit. The part over Denmark is fairly short. Right, so any second now we can step back up to Mach 2. Go Supersonic again, guys. Oh dear. My voice goes so quickly when I'm streaming now. It's not good given my job. This is the most talking I've done all week.
Cleared to land.
Oh, what's this coming in, guys? What have we got? Got a pound from Matt. Thank you very much for the £1 donation, Matt.
Yeah, the pound from a few weeks ago from the bus I actually found on the bus on the way home, as you might know from the Discord group.
I do indeed, man. I do indeed. Cool. Thank you, man. I'll put it in my pot, and we'll put it towards another plane.
Got the fuel bill for the Tupolev.
Yeah, pay for the rest of the Tupolev. Yeah, yeah. There we go. That's true.
Again, I now can see Denmark, or parts of Denmark in the very far distance.
Oh man, I'm literally just about to clear land at Latvia.
Really?
Yeah.
It's on the stream. Let's look at the map. Just how far ahead have I got? Oh.
Quite far.
Okay, I'm looking at Sweden. Correction. I'm next to Gotland.
Oh, fair enough, man. Happy days. So yeah, I'm gonna try and catch you. I'm gonna try and catch you up here.
Thing is, your catch-up point's gonna be over Denmark for me, because I'm sure you can be up and slow down much faster than I can.
Alrighty, guys. That looks like C to me. So here we go. Let's get it back up to Mach 2, guys. Let's wait for that sonic boom as we clear the coast. There we go. Looks a little bit less terrible from the outside view. Cool, so our next waypoint is Denmark, guys. As we get faster and faster, you'll see the speed rise at the top of the screen. And we're on our way up to Mach 2 again. And we might even catch up with Matt.
It's possible.
It's possible.
Also, I have found where my plane's happiest to fly at.
Which is
62,182 feet.
There we go. It's very specific.
Yep, that's my cruise climb finished. That's where it wants to sit.
Cool.
At this speed. But it's got very specific out in this one, Concorde for that. It's been very sort of exact, it's basically GPS position, and it tells you sort of, so you can log it for the in-flight log after you finish your flight in the Concorde, because the pilots have a report saying what happened, and that includes where you finish your climb to.
Oh, cool. So everything on Concorde is sort of carefully recorded. Nice.
You have to make a massive report after your flight about what happened and how it went.
I had no idea.
I'm not doing that, of course.
I just make the video, right? Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. So this Concorde, this freeware Concorde, can you follow like normal procedures? Is it sort of in depth enough that you can do that, or is it like really cut down?
I just realised something. I didn't hit record until just now. Yeah, so we can deploy most of the procedures. Most of them are there. It's just the visuals are a bit crap at times, but you can deploy most of the procedures, and it has got a full range of navigation equipment if you want to do it any way you want.
Can you fit the INS? Can you fit the INS in it? Or
if you get the plug-in on the org, you just can stick it in the side with the plane making it will work.
Alright, cool. So you have to kind of modify it, right?
Record. Oh. Well, hit record now. That's all good.
Did you have you been forgetting to record? Is that
yeah.
What you... Nice.
Well, you get half a flight.
Well, you know what? I forgot to turn my sound on, so you know, it happens.
Yeah.
I'm still learning, man. It's frustrating that, like, when you go over to your headset.
A while, though.
Yeah, it's.
I get an excuse, you do it weekly.
Yeah, I know, man. Yeah, it's usually I switch over to my headset before I switch everything else on. But there we go. It's annoying that it won't automatically switch over and explain or whatever. It's a bit stupid. Anyway, whatever. We're all good. So where are we? We are 13 minutes away from Denmark. Just pop down to here so you guys can see it. We're about 248 miles away from Denmark and 13 minutes away. And our current speed is Mach 2. There we go. Happy days, guys. I just love this.
Edit in my calculations. That's still down quick a little bit.
So who's
1.45?
Right.
I'm sort of within land limits, but not over land.
Who's gonna win though?
Look big on the map. Looked like a bigger gap, but it's actually quite a small gap to play through.
We'll see, man. We'll see who wins.
Yeah, it's fine. See coach. Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah, not quite as dramatic at 56,000, but it's
no, it's much nicer at 65.
I think I'll do another like test flight in this thing, see how high I can take it. But I know it's comfortable at 56, and all the tutorials and stuff I've seen are flying at 56,000. So.
Have you ever seen a Concorde flying at all?
No. I've only ever seen. Well, there might have been one passing overhead when I was a kid, but I don't remember. But yeah, I've never really seen one flying. I've seen the one at Duxford, which is terrible, and the one at Filton, which is amazing.
Yeah, sadly, below generation, I'll be able to see them flying.
Yeah, it's a damn shame, man. It's a damn shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you're a little bit younger, aren't you, man? So you'll have completely missed out on Concorde. There we go.
Right, past land limits, back up to 2.05.
Cool.
For about 5 minutes or so, and again.
Try and make up as much ground as possible.
Yep.
How dare you? Oh dear. Layla, what did I say? I said, oh, what, was this about the one at Duxford, the Concorde at Duxford?
It wasn't that bad, the Duxford one, that was one of the prototypes. That was the British prototype.
I don't like what they've done to it. I don't like that they turned it into a museum. They put stickers up in it, they've covered it in bloody post-it notes and photographs and glass.
Yeah, okay.
You know, if you board the one at Filton, and it's literally like you are boarding a Concorde, you know?
Same as one in Brooklands, but it's sort of the front half of it is a proper cabin.
Right.
And then towards the back, they took seats and put some tables with information about Concorde on it.
Yeah.
Sort of middle ground.
Yeah, the Brooklands one must have a slightly older cabin, right?
It's not even a production Concorde, it's a prototype.
Oh, is it also a prototype?
It was painted in BA colours. So you get a lovely mix of many things at Concorde.
How many? The one at Duxford is amazing. I mean, Layla, have you been to Filton? Have you seen the one at Filton? It is so much better. Like, the one at Duxford is nice to see from the outside, but they've ruined the inside of it.
The one in Manchester's the best one, though.
Is that Manchester Airport?
From what I've heard.
That's another flown one, is it? Just another production
That
one?
is production BA one.
Cool.
And that one's still as it was when it finished service.
Nice.
But the best Concorde that is existence is in Toulouse, France, because Airbus are maintaining on keeping it in flight-worthy state.
In the hope that one day they might fly it?
If they can get paid off to fly, then yes.
There we go.
But it's been repainted recently. They painted it into a new part of Air France.
Very cool. The thing is, for all the Concorde pilots, like 80 years old now.
Oh yeah, most of them are.
The guy I met.
Who's this country? Oh, hello Denmark.
Denmark? Already? Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. This looks like yeah, it was cool. I found Sweden. If I look out my other window.
Fly over the entirety of southern Sweden and Denmark.
There we go. Yeah, I'm currently crossing Sweden.
Is an issue. means you're catching up.
Where am I? I'm 9 minutes away from Denmark currently. Just taking some views then, as we've got some land. Layla, you should come out here and we'll go to film. There we are. That's cool. That should do us. There we go. So this is the yeah, that's the edge of what I believe is it Sweden or Norway? It might be Norway actually.
Possibly Sweden. I'm not crossing the screen.
Edge of a Scandinavian country.
Sweden.
Is that Sweden? Cool, man. It's Sweden, Norway, Denmark, isn't it? That goes in that order, right?
Norway's on the far left, well, west. Sweden's in the middle. Finland's on the far. We didn't even touch Finland. But now slow down.
Do you think we've got time to stop at IKEA? Passing Sweden, right?
Mach 0.95. Yeah, Sweden's IKEA one. And meatballs.
You know what I love?
And my longest below flight speed portion of the flight.
Yes, I'm catching up. You know what
catch up.
I got some, I think, Portland scenery. Is it Portland scenery the other week? And they've actually modelled an IKEA.
Yes,
which is awesome, man. You fly over.
They actually designed it the same at their Polish airport scenery.
Oh, is it? You know, what I want to do is I want to take the IKEA model and do like IKEAs of the world and put all the IKEAs in the correct place on the X-Plane map.
Quite cool.
That'd be awesome. It takes
far too long. Does that? Is that on for London? The old London buildings actually put the my local IKEA in the right place.
Wembley.
It's quite a big landmark for
is that Wembley IKEA? Is it?
It is.
Yeah, that used to be my local one, man. I used to go to that one, yeah. When I was up in Watford. It was a pain in the arse to get to though, because you had to go on the North Circular to get there.
It's always full of traffic.
Yeah, it's just another world, man. That road, it's just insane. So yeah.
Or you can take a filter.
Or I can what?
In my case. Station right in front of it.
Of course, yeah. Maybe I could have got the train, but it's great. I'm literally walking distance from my local IKEA at the moment, so that's yeah. It's always a good day when you go to IKEA.
Okay, now right, slow down.
Yes.
This is your catch-up time.
Yeah, I've got another 6 minutes of this left. Another 6 minutes to. So no, it's hidden below fly life. 6 minutes to the Cosmo Waypoint, just off Denmark. What window is best to look out of? There we go. Just look out that one.
The issue of being at 6,000 feet is, it's so thin you can't really slow down properly.
Well, that's the problem I was having with my cabin pressure. The cabin pressure goes up really quickly because you're just not forcing enough air into the engines for the bleeds to work.
They've got a very good system like that. They have, so the bleed sort of has a compressor built into it, so it just starts bringing air from things like the cargo hold and forcing it into the cabin, or forcing it into the cabin.
Nice.
Pretty useful system, that.
This one.
Slow down really slowly.
Yeah, we just slow down really slowly. The cabin went up to, I think it was 12,000 feet or something.
That's harsh.
Which was harsh, but it went down quickly.
Yeah, I have to manage my cabin pressure. I set it at 7,500. I'm leaving it there.
Yeah, mine's at 7,500. It was mostly at that, but like when you slow down initially, it starts heading up towards 12,000. But then as soon as packs start working, it starts going back down again.
Yeah, that would be have to do the fuel by hand during the entire flight, pressurize the entire flight manually, and keep myself in the navigation system by hand. This is a two-man plane sim.
Yeah, well that's why they used to have a flight engineer, isn't it?
Yeah, you usually have to have two pilots in the cockpit, but we've got one of those available to right now.
Maybe we can do like a shared cockpit thing in the Concord.
Quite cool.
I'll pick it
One
up.
flying, one keeping systems alive.
Yeah. You do the flying. I'll do the buttons. I'm better with buttons.
Speaking of buttons, I've got a checklist to go through right now. It's 3 pages long. Acceleration checklist.
Go on, enjoy your 3-page checklist.
Might as well bring you along for the ride. So, first thing on the checklist. Landing, we'll check the lights all function, which they are functioning. Next on the list is safety altitude, which is not required. Airside bugs are set. Altimeters, I haven't set that, went back down to standard yet. That's a mistake.
Mine shouts at me. I've got that runway awareness thing that shouts at me. But I don't
I got that.
Yeah.
I have that, but I just disable it for certain aircraft. Radar altimeters not required yet. Engine recirculation fans are closed. Tanks 1 and 4 are being used. Tanks 9 is empty and off. 5 alpha and 7 alpha and 10 alpha are required. 10 can be turned off as not required. 5 and 8 are as required. 6 and 7 are as required. 1, 4, 2 and 3 and 11 are all being used actively. Get burst into the cabin pressurization. It's use it. There we go. Fuel transfer forward is set. Flight reheats can be left off for now. At Mach 1.5, trims are verified. Engine flight rating is cross-checked. Throttles are set to 32 degrees required. Now for Mach 1.3, the intakes are open because that's fitting in Concord. You get to get a burst of cabin pressure and you get slowed down. I am some fun at the moment. Since gravity's a bit off, that's all good. Acceleration check's complete.
That is the longest checklist.
Oh, there's longer ones than that. The acceleration's 4 pages.
Jesus.
Startup is 13.
How long did it take you to start the plane?
Half an hour.
I think we got this one up in
You can
like
just jump
5
in and hit
minutes.
start, but
It's no
you can
fun.
just jump and hit start. But I like going to make sure things are working properly. It's a Concord. If something goes wrong, you have nowhere to, you can't really just go down and fix it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you've always got to start from cold and dark, haven't you? Always got to start from cold and dark now. Okay, so we are 1 minute 13 miles away from our next waypoint. What we're going to do is I'm going to let it turn onto the new heading first, and then I will slow down to Mach 0.9 for our second from last deceleration.
I'm going to have to descend a bit as well at this point.
You're descending.
Just so I can get myself back up once it gets to the North Sea. That requires being at flight 520.
Fair enough.
Right, now it's going to start loading those to just bring it down a bit.
Okay, heading is set here, so I can start slowing down now to Mach 0.9. There we are, lovely. So we don't scare the people of Denmark with our supersonic moves. We've got about 100 miles or so to go before we can bring it back up to Mach 2 over the North Sea. How are we looking on the maps, Matthew?
Yep, so look where we are now. Because I'm currently slowed right down. You are catching up quite quickly.
Yeah, but I've just slowed down as well, so I'm slowing down.
So it's all leapfrog, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I'm fast over the water, but you've got more speed over the land.
Yeah, because I'm doing a solid
Keep catching
0.9.
headline. I'm limited to 0.95 max, but I need to my tool a bit.
There we go. Cool. So we've got some lovely Danish photo scenery down here. Admire that as we cruise it.
But I can tell you one thing, I'm now facing Inverness.
Already, huh?
I made my turn, it's now I just got across, finish the land, get a few miles out, and figure out my speed situation.
Yeah, fair enough.
First thing to figure out my decel point.
Yeah. Mine is, what am I doing? First descent is at, like I said, odd mix. And then we're gonna slow down to, let me check what I've got here.
Right, some sad news for me. My decel point is going to be about 300 miles from my current position, so I can't really accelerate much at all.
We'll still try and make some progress. So yeah, at top of descent is odd mix. I'm descending to 30,000 feet, and we're going to go for Mach 0.85 there. And then it's down to 280 knots at 11,000 feet, which should be somewhere between odd mix and Aberdeen.
Now I do must try to get my landing as well on welfare sort of requirements of the Concorde. So time to get my napkin mass going. Can't wait. Currently weighing 154 tons. My stall speed should be about, with those charts, be 178 knots.
That's fine.
Stall speed.
That
178.
That is a high stall speed now.
Yeah, it's huge. Carrying forward with the wind. It's 270 at 5, so carrying forward that's be plus 7 knots. And then 85. Adding an 85 extra. 190 knots my landing speed.
Cool. That's really high.
Yep. 190 knots. Isn't that going to be a fun landing?
It's going to be
my Tesla 180.
It's going to be a long landing. So we can see here as we've slowed down to back 0.9, we've only got, actually we only have 65 miles or 8 minutes at this speed before we can start picking back up again over the North Sea. Cabin pressure is coming back to something a little bit more sensible now, because it always kind of goes a little bit high as you slow down from supersonic speeds. So we're all good. So best scenery this side. Oh, that'll do. There we are. Lovely. So this guy on Unicom, where's EKCH?
EKCH. I believe that is. I think it's Oslo.
Oslo, cool. Makes sense. Given where we are.
Copenhagen.
Copenhagen, cool. Denmark, yeah.
Yeah. It's to your right.
Somewhere down there, guys. Somewhere down there.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Cool.
Meanwhile, I'm now just going on my slower cruise across the North Sea.
Cool.
But on the plus side, I'm nearly down to 52,000 feet, which means I can speed up a bit.
My next turn is my last one, and that's the one that will take us up towards. I think that'll take us up towards Scotland.
So I get, but my limited map point is 175 on this portion, because of my decel point being so close.
Yeah.
The only downside to my aircraft.
You need a Soviet rocket,
Too
man.
aerodynamic. Looking at the map, you're really close right now.
Yes.
Doesn't feel good right now, being this close now.
I'm catching up.
You made up easily half the distance in total of the flight.
And I've got a fair bit of Mach 2 to go as well. So.
Yeah. You get to go back. You get to go faster than me this portion. I've hit the limit of the Concorde.
Lucky. Unlucky. You know what, I thought I won't wear a tie and a waistcoat because it's summer, like I don't want to get too hot. Like even, I've got the air conditioning on in the next room and it's really nice and cool in there, but even like just in the shirt it's still really warm in here, man. It's got the computer going and all that.
Oh, it's sunny over there.
Got the curtains closed, but yeah, I believe it is.
Because I hear it's miserable, cloudy and probably going to rain soon.
Yeah, beautiful sunshine. Beautiful sunshine out there.
It's like it was in Russia. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had a really good run of it, man. We've had a really good run of sunshine here.
I've stopped accelerating now. I'm stuck at my final cruise.
Cool.
Which isn't as much as before, but still 1,000 miles an hour on the ground.
It's quite a bit. Nice. Okay, so some nice Danish scenery down there.
This Concorde's got wipers, this is amazing.
Just in case it's raining at 60,000 feet.
Yep.
Cool.
That's something I didn't know this one had. But they're inside the visor, which is interesting about that.
Inside.
So that's interesting.
So they don't work on the ground because the visor's covering. Cool.
But then you put the visor down and you come into land, so I guess it works when it's London and the UK.
Yeah. Okay, where are we here? It's 3 minutes away. 20 miles.
$172 miles for my decel.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see who gets there first.
That means down to map point 1. Then I'm going to go a bit more north past Peterhead, Faisal and Elgin. Dive into Inverness and land.
Cool. Yeah, because you'll have to loop rounds, won't you? Whereas mine's a straight right and left onto the localizer.
But there's a reason for that. Because you have to go across all of Scotland. I get to stay over the water for longer.
You do, yeah. Makes sense.
So I'd rather take the longer flight distance and get short flight time. I'm being 1,000 miles an hour still, so it's all good.
Very green down there. Very green in Denmark. It's just it's almost like British scenery. It's very European, isn't it?
Have you split up yet?
No, not yet, no. Due to do that in 10 miles or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, 5 miles, 1 minute. But then I've got to wait till I'm clear of the land, so...
$140 miles. Try to start thinking about slowing down.
So there we go, just making that right turn as we start pointing towards Scotland. It's a nice view.
Yeah, I've got the UK oil, sort of North Sea oil rigs in my next plane mapping now.
Yeah, I've got
I haven't
that.
seen you for one. Yeah, the scenery.
No, not yet.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
Apart from that one, I tried to fly a helicopter off, it didn't go so well. But you know.
No, I flew Osprey off one, went badly as well.
Yeah. Helicopters are not my kind of thing. Alright.
No, I tried a middle ground with an Osprey, but yeah, not easy. 6 of the planes.
Alrighty, so just wait till we clear this land here. We'll go back up.
Looks you're almost clear.
Almost, man, almost.
You're over Flensburg right now.
Where is Flensburg? Denmark something.
There's one crucial question. Which plane would you rather be on? Concorde or Tupolev?
Which plane would I rather be on? I don't know, man. Probably the Concords, I guess.
I'd go Concorde.
Because you know the Tupolevs.
If everyone watching, he wouldn't chat. What do you rather be on, the Tupolev or the Concorde?
Yeah, don't know who's watching, but yeah, if you.
Kind of 8 people.
Oh, is it? Sweet, man. Cool. Let us know. Let us know. Tupolev or Concorde, guys.
$92 miles. Not happy about this.
Just got to clear this island up here.
It was not inhabited, so I suppose you could. Oh, Xandar goes to the Concorde, thank you.
Really? Fair enough.
But, I mean, it's not an inhabited island, so you could hopefully sleep under the rug, couldn't you? Put under the rug and hope no one notices you going a bit.
There's literally an airfield down there.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Well, they're from Denmark, who cares?
We'll,
in Denmark.
we'll wait until it's disappeared off the bottom of my screen. We'll say we clear.
Yeah, that'll probably work.
Yeah, I'd take Concorde every time, but because this is sort of the best supersonic aircraft for X-Plane, that's why we're flying it.
The coal mask gets the Concorde going. The coal mask can be something completely different.
Yeah.
It's outstanding on that thing.
Yeah, the new payware Concorde that's coming out is going to be amazing.
I mean, I'm going to jump on it immediately.
Oh yeah.
So I need a good Concorde in my life.
Yeah, I agree. Alrighty guys, that looks clear of land, so here we go, let's go back up to Mach 2. Lovely, happy days. Oh, terrible sonic boom effect. There we go, as we head on to the North Sea guys. And at the next waypoint we start our descent towards Scotland.
Miles to go.
We'll see. Okay, farewell Denmark. You can see it disappearing faster and faster.
Right, 30 miles to go, time for the checklists.
Go on.
Again. Supersonic can come on. It's on all around there. Stop the rest of stuff quickly. Yeah, that's all good to go.
Alright,
So now 28 miles to go, so woohoo.
I'm 200 miles, 12 minutes from my top of descent.
Are you? Okay.
Just hit Mach 2 again there.
A few miles, that'll do. Still time. Like 0.9 and send. Oh, 4,500 feet, that's good enough. And I can go visual and hopefully that go down.
Okay, so I guess it shouldn't be too long until we can see Scotland from this aircraft.
Right, passing through Mach 125. 180 miles to the airport. Just enough time to slow down, figure out what I'm doing.
Fair enough. So there we go. Maybe taking that slightly longer route along the top is faster because you spend more time supersonic. Right?
Yep. Well, more time sitting just on the Mach line, which is a plus. Turn right a bit. coming back to 1-0, and that means I can now navigate manually down to Scotland. It also means I can decelerate later on than I would usually need to.
Have you got a step descent? Are you stepping down? Or?
I'm just going one solid way all the way down. I might hold off them at some point. I might step at the bottom, my plan is just go straight down.
Okay, so we are still racing this Concorde from Moscow to Scotland. At the moment, he is slightly ahead of us.
It's called warm-up too.
But I think I'm catching up.
British versus the Russians.
Yeah.
Well, British and French versus Russians, but close enough.
Hello, Snivelling Tree. Welcome. I hope you're enjoying the stream and the content. Flying Supersonic Tupolev, Moscow to Scotland, and we're racing a guy in a Concorde at the same time.
Concorde over Tupolev.
Wow.
So yeah, by Fort George, I want to be near my landing speed by let's say then, about 200 knots at Fort George, which is just next to Inverness's airport.
Cool.
And that means I get to go past Fort George, turn around in Moray Firth, and then follow the A96 towards the runway.
Are you picking up the ILS when you hit the airport?
No, I'm going full visual for this. And I could do an ILS, but the visual quality can be much nicer on this, so I don't know exactly how much room we're going to play with.
Cool, man.
There should be enough. Do you have auto brakes on your plane?
Do I have what?
Auto brakes?
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, I don't use them, I just do it manually, put the reversers and the brakes on. Because this will do an RTO. If you back off the throttles, it will just stop.
I'll auto for some reason. Just almost stalled it there. Nothing happened.
Never happened, right?
Just I nudged the auto throttle and it turned off. I didn't know what happened, but 130 knots is not good for a Concorde.
No.
But it recovered. It's got plenty of power. There you go.
Okay, we've got 6 minutes, 113 miles from descent. There's not a lot to see over the water. Oh, sorry, man.
This has got the distance now.
Cool.
At one point I can see sort of where Inverness should be.
Nice. Mr. Trees, you love planes. Who doesn't love planes?
Few us go flying. Right, I get to pop over to my landing speed. Just to make sure it's all good. So I'm like, still 150 tons. Actually, that means nothing should change. It's all good.
What have we got here? We've got... should fly B-52. Is there a decent B-52 map for X-Plane?
The know there's different sorts today, but I'll look for you.
Yeah, cool. So apparently we've got another 2 hours of fuel left.
I haven't heard of one. You haven't heard of one?
No, me either. I know there's a Spitfire. It's a pretty good one.
There's actually quite a decent one on ASP that looks quite decent.
B-52. Cool.
We've really got for anything, so... And a bunch of working buttons, so looks like that's quite a good one.
Alright, I'll have a look. Maybe we will, Layla. Maybe we will. Yeah, cheers.
Of course, I think B-52 is the worst plane of all of them to fly manually.
Yeah.
Because it hasn't got any ailerons, it's just got spoilers.
Yep, yep.
So you can roll it and it'll just not go anywhere.
Well, they're called elevons.
So, you're catching up quite quickly.
Yeah, I'm slowing down in 4 minutes. Descending in 4 minutes.
You're now flying at normal airliner speeds now.
Just sticking with this view for now, so I can see what's going on. I do love the supersonic plane though, you can cover so much ground so quickly, it's amazing.
That's big, aren't they?
Yeah, it's...
a normal thing, what? If we're in a commercial plane, everyday thing, where would be, what? In this time? Probably around the Latvian coast or Gotland.
Yeah, apparently it's a 4-hour flight.
In fact, I know where it would be. There was a plane yeah, pretty much this is between Helsinki and Gotland is how far they've gone.
Cool.
Wouldn't be that far. There's 5-hour flights.
Yeah, it's too long, man. Should do it in about 2 hours 40, 2 hours 50.
Yeah, in about 2 hours in, yeah. No, not about 2 hours, about an hour, what, hour 40?
Is that all?
Which is ridiculously fast.
Yeah, it's a lot of ground to cover.
Meanwhile, I've got eyes on Aberdeen. Got a good chance here.
I think we do.
I've just found an issue with my speed.
Right.
So you are more or less exactly twice as far as me to Inverness,
right.
But I am almost exactly half as far from Inverness. And you're going twice as fast.
Yeah, but I'm about to slow down, so...
Oh yeah, you are, aren't you? That's lucky.
We'll see. "17 miles.
Playing left now just to get towards along the coast.
So we'll let it make that left turn.
There's a carrying over and feed me.
Okay, so let's go to Mach 0.85 here. Let's head down to 30,000 feet. We'll do a flight level change. There we go, cool. And this is it, this is the start of our descent into Scotland.
Hey, your good sort of placement with the Autopilot, isn't it?
It's what, sorry? It's great, yeah, it's quite impressive, yeah. It's can do a lot.
On the footrest.
Yeah, it's a strange place, yeah. It's, yeah, it's kind of on a pedestal, isn't it? Just above the feet. Really weird.
Because in my aircraft, the annunciators that show on your sort of MCP,
yeah,
they're above the window.
Yeah, yeah. Whereas I've got a load of weird Soviet buttons and stuff.
There's things up there. They're just things they couldn't figure out to put anywhere else. They put up there. Cause why not?
Exactly.
Ran out of room. Right.
We get 0.8.
I am now within. I'm now very close to UK. With British Isles.
There you go.
I'm more or less over it.
Go from like 0.9% here. Here we go.
And I can see the cove of the bay I was around in there. So I've got full visual of my approach now.
Cool. Alright, here we go, starting that descent now, we've got the speed down. Lovely. Just hoping that cabin pressure doesn't rise too much, it's getting dark in here.
QNH is 1 by the way.
0, 0...
So, my one now.
0, 0, 1 you say?
I almost to win, 6 knots. Lovely.
Cool. We'll let the cabin pressure recover.
Okay, that pushed my speed to 191 on my landing speed then. Even more fun.
Definitely need this this cabin pressure to come back up, man. It's going very, very dark in
Mine's now. Nah, mine's fine. I can dump it when I get sort of lower down.
I'm just going to turn these effects off for now.
This gravity though can...
There we go, it's all good. Yeah, so the cabin pressure still goes a little bit too high during descent.
I have to shift my gravity from all the way to the front to the back.
It's a busy stage.
Actually changing as long as for the entire time I'm on the way down.
It's a busy stage of flight now. Okay, this is looking good. There we go. Cabin pressure's looking slightly more sensible now. Sweet.
Right. Get my lights on early, just because why not?
Okay, next stop Aberdeen. So yeah, we had to drop the oxygen masks during that initial descent there, while the cabin pressure sorts itself out. It's all good.
They clustered sort of gauges haven't got there, your cockpit. Your screens are not very sort of clear. There's things everywhere.
Kind of like it. It's kind of cool.
I can't use on myself because I've got things everywhere in my Concorde cockpit.
Exactly.
It's just you've got screens, you should be able to change different options and take things away and stuff between
true.
my screens and that. I've got some proper old dials, so I've got an excuse with my European awesome design.
Okay, gonna go over to some knots here, and we'll go down to 280 or so. There we go.
Yeah, you're pretty close now.
Yes. Right, so I've just hit 30,000. 280 knots. Gonna head down to 11,000. Just let it stabilize.
I see Lossy map, which is the Typhoon base.
Cool.
And that means Inverness is
Can't be far.
35 miles.
Ah, nice. You will. You'll beat me to the airport.
In fact, I think I can see it.
You'll definitely beat me to the airport.
Yep. I'm definitely winning this.
Well, there we go. Going the longer way round. Seems to be working, man. Congratulations. I'll.
Who on that? Got some modified flight plans.
I'll come in shortly afterwards, I think. Can't be that. How many miles? I am 45 miles from Aberdeen.
I'm 35. And that's not even more. Okay, they'll not be in the bag yet.
We'll see.
We're gonna have some very similar flight times, aren't we?
Yeah, for sure. Just check this.
It might come through a bit. Yeah, that was some sort of large C-17 going over.
Fair enough. There we go. Pop that down to 64 miles.
Yeah, you could hear the plane in the stream.
Yeah, you could.
Found a problem.
Go on.
I haven't got any spoilers. I just remembered. So I can't really slow down as I was expecting to, so I have to take even longer than approach.
Hey, thanks for watching. Thank you for watching, DJ Bamba. See you soon. Cheers.
Yeah. Ah.
Okay, so we are, where are we? 21,000 feet. Cool.
You're at 21,000, I'm at 16.
There we go. I'm going down to 11 at the moment.
I'm going down to, what, 40,000 feet, so I'm going manual from there and figure it out. There's also another aircraft carrier inside the, sort of in the sea. I don't know, big. Pretty cool.
Might try and fly that one day. say a descent rate of 7,000 feet per minute. It's mad.
You're just dropping it, aren't you? I can't really drop it like that in my Concorde.
Well, the thing is, with this, if you want to maintain Mach 0.9, it goes 5 degrees nose down. So, fair enough.
You're maintaining to the end?
Until I'm going 250 knots at 11,000.
Okay.
Because obviously it's 250 below 10.
Right, visor, couldn't go down.
Yeah. Not putting mine down yet.
And nose to 5 degrees.
Just about to level off at 11,000. Get slowed down to 250.
Right. There. 210. We're now following around the water to getting ready to land.
Cool. Cool. Good luck.
Thank you.
Just hoping for a soft landing.
Let's look out, see.
I'm going to head on down to 5,000.
Alright, since gravity is now set for the rest of the flight, that shouldn't get touched again. And my speed's come down quite a lot, which is a plus.
Alright, so if I'm correct and I look on my navigation display, 128 GP, that must be it. It'll be somewhere around here. The airport is somewhere around here. Probably that one. Cool. Yeah, it must be that one. Sweet. Not too far, down to 5,000 feet, start taking in the scenery. Just come through these clouds.
Like 400 knots, bringing it down properly.
There it is, the Scottish coast. I'm overland. I'm overland.
I'm currently not overland, I'm over a little sort of lake or river. There you go. Speed is now dropping quite substantially. Right, gear down, nose all the way down. Visor green is locked and gear down for green. Right, I'm ready to land.
Alright, good luck man.
Keep 191. How am I going to stop this thing?
I'm not too far behind.
Right.
Oh, it's foggy.
I have engines and full.
Hello, it's Simi YouTube. How you doing? We've flown our Supersonic Tupolev from Moscow. We're just about to land it in Inverness in England, Scotland in the UK. The Scottish will not be happy with that. Alright, this says 58 from Inverness. Cool. 13 minutes. I'm 13 minutes away now.
Right. I'm about 4. At most.
Nice. 10 minutes earlier.
I'm 6 miles away. Yeah, I haven't seen a cat today, haven't we? We haven't had any visits.
Hmm? Yeah. Not far, man. Not far. Am I flying good? I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. I guess it's going fairly well so far.
He hasn't died yet.
Haven't died yet.
All's
Yep.
going well.
Must be alright.
Coming in quite fast. 1,000 feet stabilised.
Alright, so let's start looking for this airport. Here it is, EGPE. Cool, man. Cool. So I'll put that down to 32. We're from Malaysia. Bet you like airplanes. Good. Well, I hope you enjoy this.
100 feet. Feet. 300 feet. 200. Right. Well, I'm down.
You're down.
262 feet.
262. Nice. Did you get it stopped?
Haven't figured out yet. I'm trying to stop it. Take that as a no.
How far off the runway did you get?
Not yet. I'm nearly the runway though.
Have you got reversers?
Still doing 70 knots. Yeah, I've got reversers. Not very good as a Concorde. Hello, grass.
Hey, isn't there water?
I'm in the grass.
There's water, sure.
No, that's why I took this from me instead of the other ones. I'm in the grass.
You're on the grass, man. There we go.
20 knots.
Bet you parked it, right?
Yeah. If you were in thingy, down next step over, that'd be much longer than this. But yeah, oh well. At least I'm down safely.
Well, you made it. Just a bit of an overrun. Cool, man.
Yeah, it's fine.
Nice.
I preferred a little bit, but even that wouldn't have helped much.
Little climb, won't it, if you flare too much?
Just a bit, but did touch down in the zone. Just isn't much one we used in the first place.
It is.
Right.
This is a much lighter aircraft, so it takes a lot shorter time to stop.
Yeah. So we need to off those until we get to the gate. And then around go the runway.
Am I landing soon? Landing soon, yeah.
Right, engines. Engine 2 and 3 come off. They are now using 2 engines taxis, so that's all we need.
There we go, we're taking some views off here. Alright, 30 miles, so I'm going to head down to 3,000 feet and sort of start vectoring towards the airport. Flight change. Get this. What did you say the altimeter was?
1011.
1011. Lovely. So
I've got messages some Qantas 9 going, really? No, you're not. You do not get to do that. Who's Qantas 9? Oh, right.
Thank you for liking the stream, Mr. Itson.
Yeah, I know who it is.
You have X-Plane 10, cool. You should get X-Plane 11 on PC, it's really good. Still 35 or so away. Let's get some nice sceneries with this engine.
How far are you?
30 odd miles. Just about to
okay.
vector towards intercept.
Yep. I'm just about to leave the runway. And I've left.
I sort of imagine just landing from opposite directions at the same time. Happy days.
Right, when we saw yours, I'm past the sort of boarding point.
I'm looking at the scenery. I'm a bit distracted by the scenery.
That's nice seeing the scene, isn't
It's
it?
really nice.
I'm seeing all default stuff, so
it's really nice with the ortho, man. It's a shame that X-Plane 11 crashes when you open it, so yeah, you do need a better computer. So. Alright, less than 30 miles, I'm going to start vectoring outwards. So, first things first, I'm going to pop this over to nav 1. There we are. So we'll pick up the localizer. I'm going to go heading mode as well.
I'm going to find to just sit up and wait it out.
Why am I flying with the Concord iCal code? Because there isn't one from Tupolev Tu, so I figured this is the closest thing that would maybe get recognised correctly on VATSIM. It's the closest thing to it. What is this airplane? This airplane is the Tupolev Tu444 Supersonic Russian concept aircraft. There we go.
Okay, that's when to park up now. I'm just going to turn around and face that direction.
And it does say in the title, cheers Layla. You should be my moderator, Layla. I'm just going to activate the localizer for when we do pick it up.
Right, brakes are on, nose can come up now.
Cool, man. Yep, that's our airport. So, 2, 3, it's there, right? Cool.
There you go, nose is now locked. So, engines.
Yeah, it should be ZZZZ for experimental, but I figured for anybody else flying on VATSIM, if I identified correctly as a Concorde, they might see a Concorde, so yeah. I thought it might be helpful for other people who are flying.
Oh, that's one to come up now.
this
fuel
is
signs
all
off now.
good. Yeah, this is all good. Cool. Yeah, the Latvia bird Tupolev was designed by the Russians, by Tupolev company, and it got as far as they knew what the outside was going to look like. They knew what the inside was going to look like. They just didn't know what the cabins, and obviously knew what the performance was going to be, but they didn't know what the cabin would look like. So it's as close as the real thing would have been had it been built. So I'm going to slow down here to 150. Drop back gear. There we go. Put that visor down now, guys. Excellent, we've picked up the localizer. Sweet. So our speed's down, gear's down, visor's down. Lovely.
Play parts wise is that thing.
Yeah, yeah. It's modern engineering, man.
We've shown that the old engineering is much better for public transport.
Maybe slightly quicker, huh? Alright, so there we go.
Quicker, probably less fuel in the process, assuming the Russian engines are badly used to be.
Well, we haven't caught fire yet. Music's, the music might have looped around, let me just check that for you, man. There we go.
There's a plane here, so Logan Edge just spawned up and disconnected.
Yeah, so the music will loop round, so the start of it is quite loud. Does it have a yoke? No, it has a sort of joystick thing down here, man. There we go.
So, guess we fly wire then, isn't it?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't think I've flown it manually enough to work it out. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's fly-by-wire as in Airbus.
And the Concorde with very basic fly-by-wire system.
Good. Inverness ground just came online. Cool, man. Let me grab their frequency.
Inverness ground.
It's not showing on mine, but okay.
I've got it as well. I just hit the button.
They'll tell us to contact them, it's all good. So, I'm gonna pop this up.
I was just waiting for you pretty much to catch up.
So as soon as this turns on for localizer.
Oh, the controller hasn't set frequency up yet.
That's right. There we go, turned in. Let's go approach mode, guys. What is the frequency for Inverness ground, guys? While I'm here? And he's gone, friend. I'm talking to a guy who's just flown a Concorde. The other guy's just flown a Concorde to Inverness on the same route, but he beat me to it.
Oh, a similar route?
On a similar route, not the same route.
To get a bit more supersonic transport time.
Still beat me to it.
I mean, you may have noticed me in the past, there's Cobalt in the chat. pop in there every so often. Might ring a bell. Oh yeah.
Cool. Alrighty, here we go, guys. Here's our approach to Inverness on the glide slope. Got Inverness there. We are 8 miles away.
Yeah, I see you now. I've got visual.
Cool. Can't see the runway yet, but whatever.
It was just a faint dot in the screen.
Oh, here it is. There we go. There's our runway.
For me, you're still an AP20.
Yeah, fair enough. You have a British Airways Airbus A380, cool. Okay, let's let it straighten itself up here. Quick exterior view, very quickly, Mal. There we go. Looks a little bit like Concorde, really.
Just a very flattened at the back Concorde.
Much
smaller.
smaller Concorde, yeah.
Huge nose, isn't it?
It's massive, man. You really have to flare, otherwise you scrape the nose.
Is that a single gear nose gear? Or single wheel nose gear?
I think it is. It's quite light though. It's a business jet, isn't it? So it's kind of light. You subscribed, thank you very much.
I mean, the Russians never make it
for
useful. These cockpits cool like this new one. You got a lovely glass cockpit.
I love it,
got
yeah.
Many old gauges.
I love it. It's kind of old and Soviet, but kind of modern at the same time. It's really cool, man. There we go. We'll go approach mode. Cape rim wing level. So my plane, guys. Let's fly it. Fly it low and shallow. Cheers, man.
It's a short runway.
Yeah.
There were long runways here, but they closed them.
Yeah, they did.
They had to close the short or the long one.
Approaching 2, 3.
Chance then.
Oh, there he goes. Hello, man. I love the Russian warnings on this screen. I'm certainly not going to make the centre line.
I was quite close to this line, but it wasn't great. Oh, more. Use more spoiling in a bit.
Long landing, 4,000 feet
not bad.
remaining.
That is not bad, guys.
Didn't look half bad from my end. What, quite off though.
181 in this, acceptable. I think that's the. Actually, we can keep that down. What am I doing? There we go. That's the best landing I've got in this so far, guys. There we go. We made it from Russia to
You stopped so quickly.
Inverness. Yeah, it pulls up super quickly. This thing, man. It's insane. Autopilot can obviously go off. All right, cool. So we'll take a right to the terminal.
Let's go to the very end to get to the terminal,
Yeah.
which is the only downside of the airport.
It's not that far.
We could do a long way, but it's not really recommended.
But there we go, guys. Welcome to Inverness. Smoothest 10 out of 10. Well, it was alright, man.
100 remaining.
It was alright. Yeah, I'll take below 200 feet a minute in this, especially given that for some reason the wind was blowing us sort of way off centre line, so it's all good. There we go. There's another plane there, guys, as well. So what we'll do, we'll park up. We'll take in some replays in a minute. What we need to do here, guys, is we need to get our APU started as well.
I don't think I got an APU on my aircraft.
No, it won't have one, will it?
I'm not sure about that. I don't think it's fitted.
So once the APU is started, guys, we'll go bleeds to APU. Am I going to take off again? No, I've just flown for about 3 hours, man. I'm not going to take off again. There we go.
I think we need that flight time sort of from start to finish, and that is what? About 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours, was it? Cool. Lovely. There we go. Are you in a specific parking spot, or are you just kind of somewhere in the
I've
apron?
just stuck myself on the apron at the end.
Alright, I'll take this this last spot next to you, man.
Yeah, I'm sort of sticking in the apron, well,
Got you.
out of the spot, but sort of, this is for smaller GA aircraft, but it's the biggest open space I could find in the scenery.
Fair enough. There we are, let's turn in here, guys, on the left. That's cool, it's like a Sea King rescue helicopter. Nice, nice. There we go. That's a nice parking job, isn't it? And there we are. Even roughly got it on the line. Welcome everybody to Inverness in Scotland after a very long flight. I'm racing a Concorde from Moscow
Never gonna win that race.
in Russia, which I did not win. You beat me by, what was it in the end, 10 minutes?
So like 10-15 minutes, not
10,
by
15
much.
minutes. Oh, I'll take that. It's alright. It's not bad. Not a bad gap considering the distance, is it? Okay, lovely. So we've parked. So we'll go fuel pumps off, kill the engines, and we'll reattach our ground services here. There we go, and we'll get our stairs and our doors open.
Our engine's on still.
No, it's the APU. Engines, as soon as
right.
you kill the fuel pumps, the engines go off. And there we are. That is the Tupolev 444. Cool. Okay, guys, it is time for some replays. Let's disconnect from Squawk Box. Matt, it's been a pleasure flying with
Yeah,
you.
it's been a pleasure as well. I'm going to jump off now and let you finish the stream.
Cool. Cheers, Matt.
See you guys.
Take care. Thank you. All right, let us take in some replays here, guys. It's a little bit close, isn't it? That's when we're down, so let's jump back here. Cool, let's take in a replay from about here. Yeah, I've got the SSG 747. It's not bad. So this is, there we go, Concorde ski coming in to land at Inverness. Sudden dip of the nose to get on the runway. Flaps going crazy. But not bad at the end. Let's take him a tower view, should show us a little bit more. It's a fairly stable approach in the end. It helps having the wing level turned on. Not bad. Oops. Relatively gentle landing there, guys. And let's take in one landing. From this view here, one last landing. Yeah. That was alright. Lovely. Okay then. Guys, thank you so much for watching. For your likes, your subscriptions, and your donations. I will see you guys on Wednesday. But until then, guys, remember, you can always go around. Take care.